We have all been together in Telangana agitation for the last 25, 30 years. And we have grown together both in age as well as ideologically. And what we see today is Venugopal's book on Vishwaguru Modi. I think I'll just quote two, three instances how this Venugopal has come up with 110 months of Modi government writing his editorial on how hatred has been imbibed in the Indian society and how this country is going through a phase where there's so much of hatred, uh, no, all the parameters of the economy is down. And whereas everything is being shown on television or newspapers, okay, everything is going very well. There is a huge Indian demand all over the world. This is all being done by the government to come out with a rosy picture of the country. But what is happening? I'll just give a small incident. We had a dinner meeting at one of my friend's house somewhere in 2015, January, February. So myself, my wife, and three other couples were there. I was the only Muslim. So Modi has just come to the government, and everyone was talking about Modi, Modi, Modi. And one lady from USA, NRI, she was speaking about how great Modi is and all these things. Then she asked me, "What do you think about Modi?" I just replied to her and said, "I can't forget and forgive him for what he has done in Gujarat. But I think he will be better uh, for country when it comes to corruption. That time, 2G, all these scams were coming out. The person who was besides me is a good friend of mine. He's from the RSS table, a very big person, runs the largest, third largest chain of Hindi newspapers in the country. He just caught hold of my hand. Zahir Bhai, I will never want you to repeat this word again in your life. And I was shocked when he said, "No, don't, you should never repeat this words in your life." Then he told me, my forefathers were the founder of RSS. And you know, all this Shekhawat and all, they used to come to my house, have lunch, dinner. How can you say Modi will be less corrupt when people have funded him 40,000 crore rupees for 2014 election? He gave an instance also. All my two sons, they came to me and said, this year 2014 campaign of Congress is 10 crore rupees, whereas campaign expenditure of BJP for their group newspaper and television channel was 100 crores. I just kept quiet. Then his son told him, I believe, there's a lacuna in BJP campaign. They will be funding us 80 crores in black and 20 crores in white. He told me, when this fellow is being given 40,000 crores for campaign, do you expect these people who have funded him 40,000 crores will take back 4 lakh crores? They are looking for 40 lakh crores to loot from this country. So this is what happening. I always believed that RSS is against Muslim ideology. Yeah, we have differences, but when I faced this problem for so long, I thought Muslims are the biggest enemy for the country as per our RSS thinking. But if you look at the real political power, they are branding Muslim as enemy of everyone, especially SCs, STs, BCs, and minorities. But in fact, when the first delegation after 2014 election, Christian delegation went to meet Modi, I think 20 people were there from Delhi and all over the country. They took all the bouquets with them, and they were not even asked to sit down. They were given a dressing down saying, "Stop your campaign in Western countries." stop making mockery of India and Western countries. So they have a complex situation where they think only 2, 3, 4, 5% of the people of their ideology can run the country, rule the country. I think wherever fundamentalism has risen, whether you take the case of Iran, Iraq, or any country, Arab countries. Iran was once upon a time a superpower, 70s. A lot of people are elder here. They know Iran was one of the superpowers. What happened? When the fundamentalism took over, Islamic revolution has come to Iran. Where is Iran? For the last 30 years, 40 years, they are down the drain. Nothing is happening to that country. So this type of, whether it is Iran or any other fundamentalism, let's talk about Hitler, let's talk about Mussolini, what happened? They were ruling the world. They were doing so well at that time. They just concentrated on driving Jews out of Germany, and then ended up with World War X, then ended up with ruining the whole country, whether it's Italy or Germany. Majority fundamentalism is very dangerous for the country. But here, I don't say in India, it's a majority kind of fundamentalism. In India, it's a fundamentalism of only 3 to 4, 5 people who wants to rule this country according to their ideology. The rest of the people, I always believe that being a Muslim, we have opted for India. 49, my father came out with a newspaper. The only reason for coming out a newspaper was a lot of Muslims from India were migrating to Pakistan and Western countries, Australia and other places. He said, no, this is going to be our country. A king has changed and a democracy is coming up, and we have equal share in this democracy. He never allowed us to go out of the country for higher education. The reason is, why should you go? You want to earn in dollars, be in India, be here and work for the country. So this is what has happened. But if you look at what is happening in this country, I think this RSS ideology is going to ruin the country. I don't know in how many parts they want to divide this country. They are on a sinister design to take power from everyone and have power in just their ideological frame of people. What we see in future, like what has happened in Manipur, it's a shame on the whole country, the whole Western world, or everywhere. The whole humanity is feeling ashamed for what has happened in Manipur. What has happened in Nu 3 days back. It's just for politics. You know, they are on a slippery wicket in many places, whether it's Haryana, whether it's Rajasthan, whether it's Chhattisgarh, or whether it's in Telangana. They are on a slippery wicket. And their only weapon is to have communal feeling. For how long? A country or any other country, look at the history of any country, this fundamentalism will not run for 10, 20, 30 years. Its life is just 10 to 15 or 20 years, not more than that. But here, they just want to have power in 24. And what all, like the weapons they have in their granary, they have used in Karnataka elections. Everything they have used in Karnataka. But they failed very badly. Now they want to have this same thing in North India. For what? Just for political power. But what will happen, and the way South India is progressing, especially Karnataka, Andhra, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Maharashtra, even Maharashtra, their economy is boosting, their business is boosting, all software companies are coming to South India. North India, no one is going. Now Gurgaon, half the Gurgaon people are in doldrums. They are thinking, what is the future of them? 500 cars were burnt out in one lot. 250 houses were, poor houses of Rohingyas or Bengali people were burned down last year, bulldozed. They think that bulldozing the houses, small houses, which is not even worth 50,000 to 5 lakh rupees, will going to bow down the people. This is a totally wrong concept. And what I believe is India is one of the best countries. We have so much of life in India. being a Muslim, we like Saudi Arabia because of Makkah and Medina. बट हिंदुस्तान की जो मोहब्बत है, प्यार मोहब्बत है, आपसी भाईचारगी है, वो दुनिया में कहीं नहीं मिलेंगी आपको, चाहे वो अरब कंट्री को जाओ, कोई अफ्रीकन कंट्री को जाओ, या कोई दूसरी कंट्री को जाओ. मुझे याद है कि वी यूज्ड टू गो टू पाकिस्तान वेरी फ्रीक्वेंटली व्हेन SM कृष्णा वाज मिनिस्टर. वहाँ पे बिंदी देखते ही एक मोहब्बत सी आ जाती थी. हमारे साथ 8-10 जर्नलिस्ट थे, उसमें से 5 लड़कियां थे, तो वो साड़ी पहने हुए, बिंदी लगाए हुए थे. जब भी हम कोई भी शहर में शॉपिंग को जाते थे तो वो बोलते थे, सर आप लोग हिंदुस्तान से है, ये तो हमारी बहन है, क्या डिस्काउंट देना है दे दीजिए. तो पब्लिक, जनरल पब्लिक में जो प्यार मोहब्बत है, वो प्यार मोहब्बत को कोई डिस्टर्ब नहीं कर सकता. ये 5-10-15 साल ये आइडियोलॉजिकली आप स्ट्रॉन्ग हो जा रहे हैं, आप फाइनेंशियली स्ट्रॉन्ग हो जा रहे हैं, आप न्यूज़पेपर्स पे पूरा कंट्रोल आ गया आपका, वो कंट्रोल लेके आप ये कंट्री को नहीं चला सकते. मैं समझता हूँ, मैं मुबारकबाद दूँगा वेणुगोपाल साहब को, बाल रेड्डी साहब को फॉर पब्लिशिंग दिस बुक, एंड आई होप दिस बुक विल बी translated in English and other languages, because this is the right time. You have 1.5 year time for the next election, and this message should go all over the country. And I'm grateful to all the people who have come here. And now I will request Akar Patel Sahab to release the book.